What does it take to have the life of your dreams, be insanely happy, have the relationships you want, have all the money you want, have the dream job, fix the social problems that you think are a problem that you see around you? Well, the first thing you need to do is to be clear on what's your role, what's your direction, what's supposed to be your contribution. And for many people, that's not clear. And for a long time, it wasn't clear for me either. I was just living, just doing what everybody else did. And, it's the first thing you need to do. You actually have to make time to sit down and connect to your higher self. And there are different ways of doing that. I am sure you've heard this from others also, other inspirational speakers, coaches. They say that you need to find time and space to sit down and be still, like make all those thoughts stop. And meditation is one way of doing it. Going for long walks is another way. You have to be, and there are tools you can use also. There are tools such as vision boards, affirmations, and these tools are effective. They are effective, but are you using them? Are you actually looking at your vision board? Did you actually make that vision board? Do you look at that vision board every day? Do you read those affirmations aloud every day? Because if you do, things are starting to happen. So that's the most important thing that you need to do, and you need to do that first, and you need to block time to do that. It's a job, and it's a nice job because you can go for long walks in the woods, in the park. You can sit around and chill. So it's not really work, but it's hard because you always think you need to be busy. You think you need to always do something useful, which that oftentimes isn't useful because we do so much bullshit work in our everyday lives and in our work. And those are things that are not motivating us because we are just feeding the system. The system is there and it demands us to write all those reports, have all those Zoom meetings. That just is stealing our energy instead of doing something meaningful in the world. So you have to take the power back. The second thing you need to do when you start to get this more clearer is you need to be more specific. If you have the vision of where you want to go, like what does your dream life look like? You actually have to feel that. You have to kind of be there and believe that you will get there. Or actually the best is that you're actually there. You're kind of daydreaming that you're there. And then after that, not before that. Before that's clear, you shouldn't start doing anything, but then you should be more specific about your goals. You need to be as specific as possible. Describing in detail what your partner will look like, what your new home will look like, how happy your family will be, in what way. And that will also help your subconscious mind in directing your focus. Because then you'll start to pay attention to things that you might not have paid attention to earlier. So you're kind of making your subconscious mind work for you. You're using your conscious mind to direct your subconscious mind. You're kind of training it. And now you know emotionally where you want to go and you feel that you're there. You have specified those goals. And then you need to strategize your actions. you have to make a plan for how to get there. And there are, you can make lists, you can make mind maps, and you need to look at this every day. Every day for 30 days, then things will start happening. Have a morning routine where you look at this and do this every day, because then without noticing, you will start doing things that will help you in the right direction. Thing is, you'll also start to take action then. So it's strategize your actions, and then you'll start taking action. And the third thing is also that you'll actually have to identify if there are skills that you need to upgrade or new things you need to learn to get where you want to go. Like for me, one of the things that I needed to practice, because if you want to learn a new thing, the most important thing is practice, and practice every day. One of the things that was very important for me is to be comfortable with talking on video. I'm not completely comfortable with talking on video yet, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. I was so scared and I looked so weird. It would be tempting for me to actually show you one of the videos that I've made previously, because I look so uncomfortable, and I feel sorry for myself. I'm sure you would feel sorry for me when you see how much I suffer from being on video, and I don't come out as myself like the way I am in real life. So that's one of my problems. Another problem that I have is, technical stuff and things. I have things that I'm continually trying to work on, and you have also, we all have different things that we think are difficult, and to go into and we don't like doing those things. That's the problem, that you don't really want to do those things because they are uncomfortable for you. But then I can tell you that brain research and famous psychologists like Marissa Peer are telling you that you actually need to train your brain, because your brain only likes to do the things that it is familiar with, but that's not what is going to bring you towards your goal. So you need to actually train your brain to do uncomfortable things. And the last thing I want to mention is that in this process towards the future you and your future life that is so awesome, there are so many emotional challenges, that you feel the imposter syndrome. You feel like, who am I to? You're like, how would I ever be able to do this? I can't pull this off. Like, your mind is speaking to you negatively, like, constantly. And one way of dealing with that is to, tell yourself that you're not here for you. You're here to help other people. Like, for me, it's like, if you have people in your family, for example, that struggle, you will be lifting them. If you can find that power within yourself and do the things that you know that you have to do, you will help others. So it's your duty, actually. It's not about you. You need to do those things, and you need to keep going. And just so you know, the most famous people, the people that we look up to, what's common to them all is that they never gave up. They just continued and continued and continued in spite of getting multiple rejections. So you just have to keep going, keep going, keep going. And I know that's hard. But then again, if you do this and start with the visualization, look at your goals every day, do the affirmations every day, things will start to happen. And if that helps you, you can report back to me if you follow this method and then you see things are starting to happen for you. Please report back to me and we can start a conversation on that, because I would love to hear about it. Bye.